So Sunak has already announced that the latter part of 2024 will be the next general election. And I don't know about you guys, but I've already started noticing a few broadcasts, political broadcasts from Conservatives and Labour on YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels and stuff like that. And I think it's really interesting because I think this will be where the election is fought. As you know, I mean, people like me, people like you watching that are engaged with day-to-day politics are not going to determine the result of the next election. It doesn't really matter where I vote. The election is won on floating voters, people in the middle, average Joes that are not really engaged in day-to-day politics. They care about things, but they're not engaged in day-to-day politics. So these YouTube shorts, TikToks, Instagrams, this is going to be where the election is fought. So should we check out? Let's check out what the Conservatives and what Labour are putting out.
When you think back to your childhood and your parents, how do you think about how they shaped you today?
My parents are both in healthcare, which is quite important for how I was brought up. So my mum was a pharmacist, she ran a local pharmacy, my dad was a GP. Just seeing the importance of the NHS and healthcare to people's lives was just a hugely important part of our upbringing. And it matters to me today, which is why I spend so much time focusing on the NHS and making sure that people get the healthcare they need. I guess the other thing is my mum was a small business owner. She ran her pharmacy, I worked in it, I helped her with the accounts. I saw what it took to run a small business.
I can already tell that I think the Tories are going to do a better job of these short videos. The whole point of a short video like this is to get your message across as clear and precise as possible in a very short space of time. We know the world that we live in, where people constantly scrolling through their phones, short attention spans. You need to grab their attention, give a clear message of what you're about. And this is a good one that Sunak's got here under his belt, isn't it? The fact that his mum was owned a pharmacy and his dad was a GP. It's a clear message that he's putting across, that he comes from a health background. And also, don't underestimate how much the Indian, Pakistani community appreciate small business owners that end up, they love the fact that he's wealthy, that his family, I mean, we all know that the wealth comes from his wife that he married into, but the fact that, small pharmacy owner from a family, built his way up to where he is now. People appreciate that. Christian Horner, I didn't know about this. I've never seen this one before.
Yeah, my name's Christian Horner. I'm the CEO and team principal of Oracle Rebel Racing. The best thing about my job is the racing itself. Those 23 races a year, when the lights go out, is pure competition. I mean, the best advice I had was Bernie Ecclestone told me at the beginning of 2010, just before the Grand Prix, don't f it up. I don't think that's probably appropriate for your audience.
They've done really well there. I'm a big Formula One fan. Formula One is getting much more popular. They've got the Netflix series Drive to Survive. It's very popular. It's got a massive fan base in England with working class, middle class, white people like me. We love Formula One. And it's like I say about YouTube Shorts, this is what these guys need to do. It's clear, concise messages in a short space of time. Someone flicking through will see that and say, oh, Christian Horner went to Downing Street. Oh, all the Formula One people went to Downing Street. They must trust the people that are in Downing Street. They must trust Rishi Sunak.
Here are 5 things I'm doing to stop the boats. First, I'm bringing in new laws that will mean if you come to the UK illegally, you can't stay, no matter how hard you try. Second, I've secured a deal with France that will help stop the boats at source before they cross the channel. I've also negotiated a deal with Albania, which has already helped us bring down crossings from there by 90%. Third, I've increased raids by 50% to clamp down on illegal workers. Fourth, I'm ending the farce of illegal migrants being put up in hotels by the taxpayer.
Didn't you create the farce, Sunak? Didn't your government create the farce and the millions of pounds of taxpayer money that goes into these ridiculous hotels? Anyway, sorry, carry on.
Fifth, I'm ensuring that the only way to come to the UK for asylum will be through safe and legal routes. I know stopping
There aren't any, really.
the boats is a priority for the British people, and I'm leaving no stone unturned to get it done.
But again, it's effective because this is what I'm talking about. You have to look at these short videos through the lens of floating voters, that people aren't engaged in politics every single day. People that are engaged in politics will look into all of those 5 pledges and see that the money that they've sent to France is doing nothing. If they really want to stop the votes, they'll get an asylum centre in France and get people to claim asylum in France to stop the votes. the faster the hotels your government put forward, 50% more raids. I mean, you know, are you really, if you investigate those stats, how clear are they? And this is the thing, people won't look into this, the people that are not engaged in day-to-day politics, that probably maybe just, you know, a little bit concerned about boats and immigration, they've seen it a little bit in the news, and they'll just watch that short and go, okay, he looks like he's doing something. 5 pledges.
I'll come and say hi. So I'm late. I'll say thanks.
Well, we know winter's always a challenging time for the NHS, and that's why this year we've started planning for winter earlier than ever before.
It's jokey. Oh, you know, he's going to run to meet the nurses that he didn't. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, I think I've had enough of the Tories now. Should we check out Labour? What is that? What message are you trying to portray? Like I said, I already know that Labour are going to do a bad job of this. They seem to have such a terrible social media team. The point of shorts, reels, small videos that people are flicking through, you have to grab their attention and give a clear message. I don't know what the clear message in that video is. They're just trying to be fun and think that they can appeal to young people in a jokey, jovial matter, when all they need to do is short videos putting the facts. They have all the facts in their hands. Homelessness up, NHS waiting lists up, child poverty up, immigration, if that's your thing, is up, government debt, if that's your thing, Liz Truss tenure of interest rates going sky high, the amount of interest that we pay on government debt. I mean, you have all the facts. All you need to do is make videos that are clear, concise, getting the facts over. I don't know what that video is. I don't know what it's trying to portray. They're trying to say about tax or something. Not for me. I don't know what they're trying to do. Again, they're trying to be jokey, like error message. Aren't these error messages from the 2000s or something? Are young people really going to... Who is that for? What message is that portraying? What facts are you trying to give over?
The smell of cut grass takes me back to beginning to play grass football, and you know, going onto a pitch that's been cut. So when I was probably, first time I went on a decent pitch was probably when I was about 10, playing in an under-11s league.
It's so false, isn't it? It just doesn't come across sincere, and we're not stupid. People can see right through this. We know what you're trying to do. You're trying to just stick out a video going, oh, you guys like football, Keir Starmer likes football as well. That's not how you're going to win votes. That's not how you're going to do it. Just stick to the facts. We're all worse off than we are than 13 years ago. Poverty is up, homelessness is up, NHS is in tatters, education is in tatters, the economy is shafted by these Tory government. Just hammer home those key points and people will vote for you.
Picture a country going backwards, where workers haven't had a decent pay rise in 15 years, public services are on the verge of collapse, and where the gap between rich and poor grows year on year. That is how Britain was described today in a bleak and damning assessment of its economy.
I mean, it's better, but it's still too wordy. I think people would have already scrolled past by now and got bored. Just quick, this is what you have to do with these short videos. Quick, get your message across, clear and precise, quick facts. Just go straight to the facts. Homelessness up, child poverty up. Everything is worse in this country since 2010. Go on the streets, interview people. Stop people on the streets, go, what do you think is better since 2010? Just do a short like that. I don't know. I'm not sure. No, nothing. It's really not good. They're trying to do this Spotify Wrapped thing, aren't they? They're really trying to target young people. But I thought that was the demographic that they weren't really trying to target. I thought they were trying to get the red wall back. I don't know about you guys, but I think the Labour social media team think that only young people watch social media, which is so vastly untrue. adults in their droves are flicking through. You've got these type of small short videos on every platform now: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and it's all for different demographics. Facebook, YouTube are going to be for the older generation. So I don't know why you're doing these videos that are just targeting young people, that you're just not getting the message across. And anyone that's old that's watching this thinks it's crass and tacky. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Yeah, I knew this would be the case. The Tories are doing so much better on social media. They're putting it across their messages clear and concise. We watched 3 videos there. First one, showing Sunak's background, showing that he comes from a mum that built up a small business, a pharmacy, GP dad, concerned about the NHS. Second video, 5 clear and concise things that he's doing to stop the boats. Third video, Christian Horner, Red Bull, F1 racing, coming to 10 Downing Street, very, very popular with middle class white voters at the moment. They're clear and concise messages. They know what they're doing. And, you know, this is what concerns me. What is going on with Labour? Those videos are rubbish. The first one with Rishi Sunak's face, oh, taxes up. The thing is that this is the problem. They're being trivial, jokey. This is not a joke. They're trying to make fun, jokey videos about a really serious problem. I just think it's so simple for Labour. Just make tons, just flood every single platform. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all of them with short videos that are clear and concise. Show the stats. Homelessness is up. NHS waiting times, child poverty, poverty in general, immigration, government debt. Look at the disaster. I mean, it just seems so easy. I don't know what they're doing. I'd love your thoughts on this, guys. Am I being too harsh, or do you feel the same? I just think that the social media campaign for the next election is absolutely crucial. This is the world we live in right now, and floating voters are going to be out of those videos. They're going to be trusting the Tories over Labour. Labour just come across as a joke to me. Let me know in the comments what you think, and if you enjoyed the video, click a like, and if you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe up top. There'll be another video. You can check that out too. Next time.